invite.
Good to see
Then-
you all.
La, 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 la.
Hey!
Peter.
Switch
Johnson.
Great.
Peter, what are you doing?
My dream
Everybody.
again.
Michael Kirby, how are you, man?
Everybody.
Everybody, we are live now on
Yes.
YouTube as we speak.
We are
Yes.
so live.
Excellent.
So hello, everybody out there and in here. Welcome to the Playground Experiment, volume 154. Woo! My name is Helene Gaelic, and I am currently in New York City, which is the ancestral land of the Lenape people. So tonight we have artists participating from a range of places all over the country. And you can see several of them right now holding up the names of the indigenous peoples whose ancestral lands they currently are on. We at PGE acknowledge that wherever we are in this country, we are occupying stolen land, and we honor and respect the indigenous people that once lived here, as well as the indigenous people who contribute and continue to live here, and they contribute to our society. We at the PGE strive to be inclusive. We're an inclusive organization for all theater artists. And as you can see on my t-shirt, I believe in us. Yes. And with that, I would like to invite everyone else who is participating tonight to turn their cameras on and say hello. And please welcome to the virtual stage our founder and artistic director, the wonderful, fabulous, incredible Mike Lesser.
Amazing. Thank you all, and thank you all for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, either today or in a couple of days from now, give a huge thank you to Helene Gaelic, who will be our host for this evening. For those of you that are new to the Playground Experiment, welcome. My name is Mike Lesser, and I am the artistic for the Playground Experiment, and you are at our virtual volume. If you're new to a virtual volume and you want to know what you were at and why your friend told you to watch this thing, virtual volume is our flagship program where 6 writers are going to bring in works in process, meaning it is not done, it is not complete, it is not ready for review. It is work that the writers have been working on diligently, and now they need help. And what better way of helping them as bringing in brilliant actors to read these words for them so they can get a better assessment of what they put on the page. And who better than to bring in than our PG acting pool? Everybody unmute yourselves and make some noise for yourselves, our PG acting pool. We are super excited to have the amazing Taylor Hilt Mitchell on YouTube moderating, meaning if you want to chit chat with any of him, if you want to chit chat about what you're watching and all the stuff that's going, Taylor will be telling you what's coming up next and also kind of talking and talk. So feel free to chat away. It also helps our writers when they go back to look at the work later to get an assessment of what you guys were thinking. We want to thank you again for being here. I'm going to ask our actors to do their first bit of, other things I forgot to say. I always forget this part. Before you do anything, subscribe below. Like the video. You know you're going to like it. So like it now before you even have to think about it.
And click the bell to get alerts.
Click that little bell. Anytime we do something, you'll know that we've done stuff. That being said, I'm going to ask our actors to have their first bit of stage directions, and I'm going to ask our actors to disappear, leaving just our writers and our 2 amazing stage directions readers tonight. We are super thrilled to have 2 new folk to the Playground Experiment reading stage directions. One of our writers, Delvin Cates Jr., reading for the first time, and Norma Medea reading for the first time. So give a huge thank you to them reading. They're going to be wearing a couple of hats and being in and out throughout the evening. And we will now ask them to disappear, leaving just our writers, our host, and I will disappear and give it up to Helene Gaelic and volume 54. Bye, enjoy.
Thank you, writers. I'm so happy to meet all of you. I've worked with some of you, and I'm very excited to see your work tonight. We're going to start off with Justin P. Lopez. So if I could just ask the others to disappear, and I can't wait to bring you back on. And I can't wait to talk to you. So Justin, it's Justin P. Lopez, correct? Hi.
Right. Hi.
Very nice to meet you. This is great. Can't stand the heat. I'm already fascinated by the play just from the title. Do you want to give us a little blurb? Tell us about it?
Yeah. So in this piece, it starts out with a couple that is introducing. One of them is introducing his partner to his parents. We see the whole scene take place. We see the encounter take place, and it seems over. And then we rewind and do the same scene over again, but things start to go a little bit wrong. So this that you're hearing today is the second iteration of the scene when we rewind and start from the top.
That sounds, oh my God, that sounds amazing. Are there any content warnings that you want to throw out? We're all a little sensitive to that now, so.
No content warnings here, but yeah, I'd love to have my actors.
Yes, please bring your actors on.
Okay.
Hi.
Awesome. So we have Josh Browner playing Jacob, Peter Pasco playing Roberto, and Norma Medea is reading stage directions as well as playing Mama. And I think Delvin is also reading the one line of Papa. I don't know if he got the memo or not, but
he's right there. So that's great.
Great.
Well, I'm very excited to meet all of you. I can't wait to see it. So I am going to disappear and let you start.
Can't Stand the Heat by Justin P. Lopez.
We've run out of time. There's just no time. We could have had something beautiful. We had something beautiful, and it's just all just over. There's nothing left to do. Nothing left to fix it. Is there? Tell me what to do, please.
Suddenly, we're back in Roberto and Jacob's new house. This time, it feels like the set comes to him. Just as before, there are boxes everywhere. It's a mess. Only this time, it feels like there are more bits of plastic all over. The actor who plays Roberto keeps breaking character. Jacob tries to keep the ball in the air.
Sorry, I'm so sorry I'm late.
6:30. You said you'd be home at 6:30.
I know, I said sorry.
They'll be here in 10 minutes.
I'm here now.
Yeah, what happened?
What do you mean what happened? We live so far out of the city that by the time I get home from work, it's basically time to turn around and go back.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. You honestly don't know what it's like. It's complete chaos out there. And as if it wasn't bad enough on a normal day, a car was literally on fire on the 80. And traffic was just stopped dead for what felt like forever.
Yeah.
The car was basically just spewing black smoke into the sky. Just terrible. Hello? Are you even listening to me?
What?
Are you listening? Black smoke. Cars everywhere. That's horrible.
Yep, definitely. Did you get the wine?
I was hoping to run to Bevmo, but I didn't have time. I had to go stop by the shop at the corner, and all they had was Sutter Home.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. This is a disaster.
Why?
My parents are Chileans, which makes them basically wine snobs.
They're wine slobs because they're Chilean?
Snobs. And basically, I mean, this right here is an insult to wine.
Roberto holds up the bottle of white wine for Jacob to see.
Ooh, fun color.
Come on. This is an absolute crisis. I spent a tank and a half a tank of gas and 3 hours stuck on the road in bumper to bumper traffic with tens of thousands of other cars. And all there is to drown my sorrow is in Sutter Home?
Oh, you poor thing.
Fuck off. I don't know how much longer this can last.
This?
How much longer this commute. There's just way too many cars. People, it's ridiculous.
Okay, babe, you're here now. Come here.
God, why is it so fucking hot in this house?
It was like 95 today.
December, it's supposed to be winter. It's supposed to be winter.
Turned the AC on as soon as I got home. It's on full blast now.
Why wasn't it on the whole day? Did I really just ask that?
I was trying out this new app where you can set the thermostat on your phone. Wanted to see if it worked. Anyway, I actually had a really productive afternoon.
I see that.
Roberto reaches into one of the Bed Bath & Beyond bags and pulls out a new silverware set.
We have tons of silverware already, babe.
Yeah, in boxes. Instead of looking through every single box, I figured it would be easier to just buy new ones.
Why did you do this?
I figured it would be easier to just buy new ones.
The boxes are all indexed on my computer.
Okay, I'll drop off all the old stuff at Goodwill tomorrow. Relax.
Roberto pulls out a strange plastic object.
I mean, what is this?
It's a banana slicer. I mean, you know what it's like. You go to the store to buy one thing, and before you know it, you've got a cart full of things you know you don't need, and you're not even sure you really want.
Jacob pulls out an apron and proudly shows to Roberto.
I like my pork pulled.
I mean, how could you say no to an apron that says that?
You probably do look really cute, isn't it?
I got one for you too.
He
It
pulls
says,
out a second apron.
Call me daddy.
Put that down. I do not need my parents seeing that.
Relax. You are so tense. Here, let me pour you a glass of water.
He reaches in and pulls out a box of new glassware.
Can you believe this? 8 glasses, $12.
Babe, we already have glasses.
Yeah, in one of 100 boxes, $12.
They're in the one mark. Okay, it's fine. Can you put some ice in it?
Jacob goes to the ice maker on the fridge and tries to put some ice in the glass. This time, only hot water comes out. Jacob doesn't notice. When he pulls the glass away, the water just continues to pour out. Roberto stares in panic while Jacob continues.
Here you go. Now sit, relax. I'll finish setting up dinner.
There's not enough time. We had something beautiful, but it's also tenuous. We don't realize what we were doing was so bad. We're destroying it.
Didn't you want to talk before your parents get here, right?
Yes. Babe, before my parents get here, we really need to talk.
Yeah, let me just fix this centerpiece.
What is that?
It's a flower arrangement.
It's just a bunch of cactuses.
Cacti.
Cacti.
I think it looks pretty. You know, succulents and drought-resistant plants are very in right now.
They're all that gross anymore.
Don't you mean to say that you want to talk?
Whatever. Can we just talk right now?
Yeah, sure. I'm all ears.
Well, it happened at work today. The boss wanted to talk to me, and even more than that, he wanted to go out on a lunch date. That's how he put it.
A date?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't anything weird like that. We just went to this raw restaurant across the street.
Oh, a raw restaurant?
Yeah. Everything on the menu is raw. I work with assholes. Anyway, he brought his iPad and he started pulling up some stuff on it about my work performance and how...
Kitchen timer goes off, only this time it sounds like a fire alarm. Roberto panics, but Jacob continues as normal, turning off the alarm.
So sorry, that's the pork roast.
This is important.
This time, when Jacob opens up the oven, we see fire inside the oven, and there's a lot more smoke. It just continues to come out.
Sorry, 1 sec. Just checking the temp on this bad boy. 145, perfect.
It's
It's a little smoky, right? Well, that's the brown sugar glaze. It's a little extra caramelized, but it should still be good.
Do you see what's going on?
Don't you mean to ask, what's the stuff underneath it? Oh, just chunks of celery root.
You're feeding my mother celery root.
Come on, what's wrong with that?
Just tell me this is gonna be okay.
This is gonna be okay.
Now, tell me this is gonna be okay.
You already said that?
The actor playing Roberto pauses, still in shock. He then continues the scene, but skips forward several minutes.
And tell me why my parents are gonna like this house.
Your parents are gonna like this house.
Why on earth did we move here again?
To have an actual nice house we can afford, maybe? I don't know. That seems like a good reason, don't you think?
Nice house in fucking Vallejo, surrounded by gangs?
Okay, stop being so negative. We chose this house together. Remember how excited we were? We have no idea what the future holds. And I think that's lovely.
The future's full of 3-hour commutes and gang violence. The future? What future?
And Sutter home.
Thanks. Forgot about that.
Roberto is in a daze, just staring at the water continuing to flood the stage and the smoke billowing out of the closed oven. He misses the cue to kiss Jacob, leaving Jacob puckered up. A doorbell rings.
No. Time can't be up yet. We're not ready.
Things are going to be okay.
What about all this mess?
They know we just moved in. It'll be fine. But it won't be fine if I just leave him out there. So breathe. Take a second. I'll let him in.
Jacob exits to get the door. A long beat where Roberto approaches the refrigerator and tries unsuccessfully to switch off the water. He motions off stage for someone to bring a fire extinguisher. No one comes. Finally, Jacob returns with a new box.
False alarm. It was an Amazon delivery.
What is it?
I don't know. One of the 100 things we ordered last week. It's pretty light for something this big. I know, right? Hurry up. They'll be here any minute.
He opens up the box and reveals another package inside. This happens several times until we get to the tiny objects inside the layers of cardboard packaging. The cardboard goes everywhere.
What are those?
Taco holders.
Taco holders.
Yeah. These little plastic things keep your tacos from spilling. No one likes spilled taco filling.
Plastic everywhere.
You're so weird. Haha, you're right, babe, but you love me anyway.
1,000 years from now, our descendants will find these things and be amazed at the advanced technology of their ancestors. Taco holders.
Yeah, if we still have descendants 1,000 years from now. Haha, very funny is what you just said. Come on, go throw in a nice shirt. I'll clean this up. They'll be here any minute.
As Roberto goes to exit, the carcass of an emaciated polar bear cub falls from the sky at his feet.
What the fuck?
They'll be here any minute.
Do you not see this?
Come on, go throw in a nice shirt and I'll clean this up. They'll be here any minute.
Stop. The scene is over. Don't you see? Why can't you see? Why can't you see?
Is that a doorbell I hear?
A doorbell rings, snapping Roberto out of his daze. The set starts to move away from him for a second.
And then you remember, this is the part where they come in. I tell them to ignore the chaos in the room, that we just ran out of time. My mom makes a comment about the succulents, how they're very in right now. Jacob appreciates that. I can't continue with this. This isn't real, right? Please?
The set returns. Since Roberto skipped several lines, the actors playing Mama and Papa aren't up ready for their entrance. Jacob isn't sure whether to cover or carry on like nothing's happening. He eventually starts talking to empty space.
Those tamales smell great.
This isn't real.
Yeah, gotta leave early when you're coming out here.
Just stop this. It's spinning all out of control.
Jacob grabs the expensive bottle of wine from a prop table off stage. The actor playing him is getting more frantic about the situation.
It's from Chile? Huh, great. We only have Sutter home. Yeah, disgrace to wine, right? Thank you for bringing this. It's no problem, right?
He goes to put the bottle down, but spills on the pooled water, slips on the pooled water, dropping the bottle in the process. It shatters and splashes everywhere.
Stop!
The actor playing Jacob finally gives up.
There's nothing we can do to fix this.
It's over. Finished. Wish I'd realized sooner.
The actors playing Mama and Papa enter, take in the madness on the stage, and join Roberto and Jacob. What happened?
What do we do now?
We clean up.
End of presentation.
Oh my God, that was so amazing. The one thing, unfortunately, with Zoom is I have to mute myself, but I was laughing so much. Justin, first of all, bring all the actors back on. You guys were incredible. I was really sitting on the edge of my chair. This was like Twilight Zone meets Noises Off. It was just, it's great. I can't wait to see the rest of it. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. The actors
Yes.
were incredible. Thank you so much.
They did. It was a great job, and I'm sure everyone out there have been in these relationships. I think I've been both characters at one time or another. And thank you, Delvin and Norma. There is no such thing as a small role, and stage directions are very important. And you said it perfectly. And the two guys, you guys are great. Congratulations. This was wonderful, and thank you for being such a strong start for our evening. So thank you so much, and we'll see you later. I'm going to bring out the second playwright now. So for our second play, I'd like to bring out Jeff Smith. And I believe that's Jeff Smith right there. Hi, Jeff. Very nice to meet you. Your excerpt of your play is called A Place at the Table. Please tell us what it's about or what's going on.
Sure. So this is the beginning of a new play. We're going to see an excerpt tonight. Genre here is a little bit family children's theater. And so that's one thing to keep in mind. And so going with that convention, we won't be using stage directions tonight, but rather an on-stage narrator is going to be helping us tell the story.
Great. That's wonderful. Do you want to bring out your actors?
Sure. Come on board, folks, and we'll do a quick intros.
Great.
Alrighty, folks, going around the horn here, we have Taylor playing our narrator tonight, introducing us to the story. Peyton will be playing Jeannie, our girl. And then Roy will actually be playing two parts tonight, both Dave and Bill, keeping with the conventions of the form. With that, I will get out of people's way.
And I will get out of your way too, and I can't wait to see this.
A Place at the Table by Jeff Smith. Not very long ago, on a cold December night in Wisconsin, a young girl was sitting alone, staring out the window.
Sigh.
Her name was Jeannie, and she hated the winter, hated Wisconsin, and most of all, she hated being alone.
This sucks.
In the next room was her father, Dave. He didn't hate much of anything. As far as he was concerned, a cold winter night was the perfect time to get caught up on work. So when the girl came into his study,
Hey, Dad!
And asked him,
Don't you think we should be preparing for Christmas or something?
He was not happy to be interrupted from his work.
Aunt Pam and Uncle Ron are bringing over most of the food, so there's not much to do until tomorrow.
And while this wasn't an entirely satisfactory conversation, as far as he was concerned, she was not easily brushed aside.
Dad, there's more to Christmas than just food.
I presume someone might decide to bring you a gift.
But Dad.
I am not singing, Jeannie Bean. No, it's not going to happen. You can belt out Silent Night until all the neighbors call the cops, but you're going to have to rely on the dog for accompaniment.
Sadly, the dog, Samus, was really more of a snorer than a singer, as Dave well knew.
But
what?
But this will be our first Christmas without Mom.
And there it was. The giant gray elephant standing in the middle of the room. They had been gingerly stepping their way around it for months, eating meals, going to work and school, and all the while carefully avoiding addressing what was really filling up their drafty, big old house.
I suppose it will be.
I don't want to have a Christmas without her.
She would have wanted you to enjoy your holiday.
It's not the same without her.
No, nothing is. But still, it's Christmas, whether we like it or not.
But she should be here.
Jeannie.
We can't just forget about her.
No one's forgetting her.
At this point, little Jeannie curled up into a ball and faced the wall. Though her father was ill-equipped to deal with so many parts of being a single parent, he at least had the presence of mind to understand one thing. He had to find a way to calm his daughter down. Or he was never getting any work done until next year.
Do you want to leave a place for her at dinner tomorrow?
What do you mean?
We could set a place for her at the table when your aunt and uncle come over to remind us that she's still with us.
Like, just an empty plate and stuff?
Something like that.
But how will we know it's for her?
We'll know because we'll know.
It should have her picture.
That's great. That's great if that's what you want.
Do you have any pictures of her?
On my phone, I guess.
We can't put a phone on the table.
There should be something in boxes.
Where?
In the attic. All of your grandfather's things. He probably kept some paper pictures, from when she was younger.
The attic?
Probably. That's where I would start. Just be safe and come back downstairs for dinner.
What Jeannie couldn't tell her father was that even though she was a big girl of 10 years old, she was still a bit scared of that big, drafty old house. It wasn't even their house. Well, not really. It had been her grandfather's house, and a long time ago, it was the house her mother had grown up in. But now, it was old and creaky and spooky, and the attic was the worst part of all. So it was with great trepidation and also great courage. She climbed to the third floor of the house and pulled on the string that lowered the weird stair ladder thing that led to the cold, dark attic.
It's just an attic. It's just an attic. It's just an attic. Ah!
Jeannie fell off the top of the ladder, landing on a stack of old magazines on the floor of the attic. She began furiously crawling away from whatever it was that was moving in the corner, shaking the boxes and coming right for her. She looked back over her shoulder, preparing to let out a truly huge scream, and then she saw nothing. The boxes weren't moving. As she carefully crawled toward the dim light at the end of the room, she saw it was just a small, dirty window, mostly covered up by a tree branch. And though the wind was blowing the tree this way and that, she was pretty sure it wasn't really trying to get inside.
Oh, it's just a tree. I guess I am safe.
I wouldn't say that.
Jeannie almost jumped out of her sweater.
Exactly. If you keep startling so easily, you're definitely going to take a tumble down that ladder.
Daddy!
Don't be silly. I'm much too old to be your father. I'm your grandfather, obviously.
Grandpa?
At least I was.
Grandpa!
You remember me?
This question was surprisingly hard to answer. Jeannie had only met Grandpa Bill a couple of times, and that was when she was pretty little.
Sorta?
Oh, great to hear that you sort of remember me. What a legacy.
Does that mean you're a ghost?
Well, I'm not Patrick Swayze.
Who Patrick Swayze?
A canned ham with a mullet.
Oh. Are you a bad kind of ghost?
I voted a straight Republican ticket for 50 years, so probably.
Should I scream?
Scream all you want. You'll never get a Democratic supermajority in Congress.
Are you gonna scare me?
The United States is rapidly ceding its global military superiority to China. Are you scared?
No.
Well, you should be.
Okay. I'll try to be.
You know, it took you long enough to come up here. I've been waiting around here for ages.
I don't like the attic. It's full of weird old stuff.
Be careful who you call weird and old. One day, if you're lucky, you'll be weird and old, and no one will come and visit you.
I'm 10.
Yes, I know. I've known you your entire life.
Grandpa, are you really dead?
Mostly. I don't have a body. All I can do is rattle some boxes in the attic.
Can you come downstairs?
No can do, buckaroo. Much too warm. What's left of me would just boil off like a tea kettle.
Oh. Well, I could get Dad to turn off the heat. He doesn't even like the heat. He says it's too damn expensive.
Hey, that's what voting for the Democrats will get you. Tell them to put on one of Jimmy Carter's sweaters.
Should I go tell him that now?
No, just stay here for a little while longer.
Okay. But you have to help me. I need to find a picture of Mom.
That's what got you to finally come up to the attic.
I want her to sit with us at Christmas.
It's Christmas?
Don't you know?
I don't even know why I'm not already in hell. It could be Cinco de Mayo for all I know.
Do you want to come visit us for Christmas? We'll just be downstairs with Aunt Pam and Uncle Ron.
No can do, buckaroo. Too hot and too many Democrats. Have a beer in my honor.
I'm 10.
Then have a juice cube. Just raise it up and remember me.
I will. If you help me find a picture of Mom.
Try the boxes to your left over there. Lots of bric-a-brac in those.
Does bric-brac mean pictures?
It means a dross, detritus, drags. That's all that's left when you go. The things that never mattered in the first place.
You didn't go? You're still here?
Well, maybe I stayed to haunt you.
Really?
Home ownership is likely to be out of your reach, even in your years of peak earning power. How's that? Are you feeling haunted?
Not really. I'm planning on joining a K-pop group anyway. That or become a lifestyle influencer.
America's doomed. Maybe this is hell.
Grandpa Bill, if you're only sort of dead, does that mean that Mom might only be sort of dead too?
Beats me, buckaroo. I don't even know the day of the week, let alone who lives in the afterlife.
Can you talk to her?
I don't see how. It's not like there's a white pages up here.
Can you try?
To be continued.
Wow. Come on back. Thank you. Jeff, yeah, this is a definite interesting family entertainment. This will make for great dinner table conversation in the holidays when both sides of the family politically get together. That was wonderful. You, the actors, you did such a great job. Roy, you were two distinct characters. Peyton, oh my God, I take care of children. You were a 10-year-old. It was, and I love your.
Thank
We all love
you.
your poster in the back, and Taylor, of course, that you are magical. And it just you fit the story. Wow, there's a. In the beginning, I was like, oh, it's so poignant. Oh, the mom's not here. Oh, what's and then the attic and the ghosts and the Republican and Democrats. Wow, that's congratulations, Jeff. I don't know if you want to say anything else or just congratulations.
Thank you very much to everyone. Really
Yeah,
appreciate all of you actors and everyone else. Thanks very much.
Yes, we look
Bye.
forward to the next step. Thank you so much. And now for our third play of the evening, we have the most amazing Jai Mohan, who has written a play called Come Find Me. Hi, Jai.
What is up?
Oh, baby. I'm a fan of Jai's. Please tell us about Come Find Me.
Okay, so this was sort of an experimental piece that was sort of me trying to bridge the gap between poetry and playwriting. And yeah, I'll let it speak for myself. One content warning, very briefly, there is very brief allusion to stillbirth / miscarriage.
Thank you. Hey, that's great.
Oh, also murder.
And murder. Okay. So yes, I'm already intrigued. Do you want to bring your cast on?
Yes. Yeah, everyone come on. I'm reading one of the roles and
Oh, terrific.
yeah.
Double duty. Well, it's very nice to meet everybody. Jai, do you want to introduce them or have them introduce themselves?
Introduce themselves?
Yes, go right ahead.
Delvin Case, I'm doing stage directions tonight.
Terrific.
Anjali Karana, I'm reading for the gardener.
I'm Dylan Irwegas, and I'm reading Journeyman.
I'm Jai, and I'm reading for the cautionary tale.
I'm Andy Lee, and I'll be reading for the singer.
Wow, this sounds totally amazing. I can't wait to hear it. So I'm going to disappear and let you do your thing.
Scene 1. The gardener, the cautionary tale, the singer, and the journeyman sit in a half circle with the therapist standing behind them.
George, are you alone? I smell the moss, I smell the stone, I smell the cedar and the pine. Do you? Is it lost in time? Is it not lovely, fair, and fine? Stories sleep in this garden mine.
Back in the city, there are worlds upon worlds of cycles and sounds. Outside the city of cycles and sounds, there is a forest. There, in the forest, there are worlds upon worlds of flowers and flight.
Let me be a cautionary tale. Let me be a warning to all and sundry what may be if you're unclever and uncareful. Let me be.
My teeth, sharp. My canines will grow, and everyone will know.
I know not.
At the edge of the forest of flowers in flight, there is a fire. Within the fire, there are worlds upon worlds of embers and ash. Quenching the fire of embers and ash, there is a desert.
Do not wonder what might have been. Do not pity. Do not ask yourself what might have brought someone past the point of no return. Reasons matter little.
I have 1,000 reasons. I have blood turned to wine in my veins. I have morning glory.
There is the narcissus. There is the sage. These planted roses when they got engaged. There is rue to drown their mirth, orchids for their daughters' stillbirths. There were sunflowers without the sun, lilies for the death of their son.
My heart, cold. My heart, a bottle of something burning, fast, going, gone.
Darling, all I need's to make you feel. Show me a genuine reaction. Show me that I'm marvelous and magic. Say I'm worthy.
Throughout the desert, there are worlds upon worlds, expansive blue skies. And after the desert of blue, cloudless skies, there is a beach. The beach leads you off to sail on an ocean of deepest green into black.
The dark of the sea, a tide unturning, going, gone.
Let me be brilliance streaking across the sky, a blaze of some sort of glory, beckoning stone and flame and carbon-based, bright as diamonds.
And when she stayed awake to cry and wept of evil dreams in the night, there was the skullcap, ghost pipe, vervain. And when her husband thought her insane, she warmed his heart with herbs again. Hawthorn, violet, dandelion.
Let me be brittle and hard and sharp. Let me be allowed to break for once.
Near the ocean there is a beach of razor-sharp rocks, a cliff, and after the cliff of stones and steep drops, there is a plain. Walk through that plain. There are worlds upon worlds, tall grass and small creatures.
And my hair will grow and tangle and turn into vines.
Ivy creeps beneath your feet, and it is soft, and it is
Sweet, and there are endings hidden still. This was not her fault she smelled like steel.
Let me stop being iron, being bone, spider silk steel and alone. Let me be.
At the edge of the plain of tall grass and small creatures, there is a mountain. At the top of the mountain, there is air, thin as promises, thinner than hope. When you cross the mountain and get your air back, there is a valley.
My eyes, black, sclera, something poisoned. My mouth, silent. Sing no more, speak no evil.
Is your heart breaking yet? Can I go home now? Can I go to bed?
I am no object. I cannot break. I am not diamond to turn to dust. I am no tree to burn alive. I am no earth to be trod on, no desert lost in drought. I am alive.
The valley is filled with all manner of things, buzzards and blizzards. Beyond the valley of snowfalls and swans, there is a lake. Step into the lake. You are almost there. You have almost made it down to the bottom.
What more can I do? Applause is all I live for. If nobody hears me, it's basically murder.
I am alive. I am not string to tie in knots, regardless of your clever hands. Your fingertips are not to tear me open, for my heart would bleed.
The water is clear. You see worlds upon worlds of wishes and worries. Swim through the lake of worry and want. I am waiting.
What else do I have going for me? What worth but this? I'll pick myself apart until I'm palatable.
Alive, brought to something shattered.
I am not glass to shatter underneath your careless feet. I am not stone to watch uncaring as you dance. I am the singer, not the song.
Come find me. Here at the bottom.
Please, swallow me whole. I can't bear it.
Cool, clear water like silk, covering me. A meromictic tuxedo of shimmering blue, green, gray. Patterned with the stars as my makeup. Pastel waves around my head. I float up until the moment I fall.
My nails, long, ragged, skin torn, wounded thumbs.
He'd gone mad from fidelity. He thought, a witch, for she must be. He thought, my years to her I've fed. Why lay I in her flower bed? I'll find new youth, set her aside. I'll find myself another bride.
Thinking is hope is my life. I am sinking in brilliant navy and turquoise and sand sifting.
Weave your pain into my skin, run it through my hair, pierce my heart and break me piece by piece. Be my rib cage.
And ivy will grow in my lungs, up until I choke. My lungs will fill with smoke.
Come find me here at the bottom.
Spin my blood to solid, drench my very veins.
Shrieking, sinking, singing down, and I will make no further sounds.
There are the birds. A crow clawing sharp and breathtakingly alive in the trees that line the valley. A magpie, a shrieking with stolen jewelry. Jays and rooks and wrens and sparrows, cardinals and troughs, gulls by the shore.
But she heard him from the hearth, wore amulets of string and myrrh when he came home smelling like someone. Oris gardenia, a gun. She picked monkshood lavender, blue, nightshade, moonflower, hemlock rue. She stirred a touch of mad honey. He served her not. She served him tea.
And I will be poison.
Bleed me out.
Watch the woods, thick and cloying, syrup on land, the path that marks wonder. There is the sound of water rushing again, white as it falls, and a million brilliant colors below.
I keep this garden for my love, my lady lark of death and blood. Somniferum grows like wild, mandrake sleeps like her changeling child, and if you listen, you'll hear her laughing in oleander.
Walk up until the breath escapes you and breathe in. Clarity cuts you clear in two, sparkling, a blade of diamond and quartz. You are ice in this instant. You are alive above all. Look down and see me low in the wanter. Memento vivere is the song the birds call.
Come find his body deep below the garden.
Come find me on stage.
Come find me all around you.
Come find me here at the bottom.
End of excerpt.
Oh my God. That was amazing. And I think you have fused the poetry with the playwriting perfectly. I actually saw it. I have a dance background, so I was already choreographing and doing lighting. First of all, it is so clear with the four characters what you were representing. Wow, I'm almost speechless. Just what I was picturing. Your words are magic, Jai. I mean,
Thank you.
You just really, you amaze me all the time. It's gorgeous. And I thank all the actors. The parts were perfect for all of you. Yeah.
Y'all did amazing.
They were great, and your work. I mean, just your image. That's what I was looking at. Images and pictures. I saw everything, and I just loved it. And I thank you so much for presenting this here. I can't wait to see more.
Thanks.
So, thank you, everybody. Great. So now we have come to our intermission, and we have all been sitting a lot nowadays. So we actually have an intermission dance party. So will all the actors and writers come back on, turn your cameras on, turn your mics, well, keep your mics off actually, because our fabulous host, Mike Lesser, has an incredible holiday themed song that we can get up and dance to. So please feel free, on screen, off screen, get up and dance and move and stretch. Are you ready, Mike?
It's early turkey time. He's really home to stay. Never want to grow. Let us make a wish and may all our wishes come true. A snowy, blowy Christmas. A mistletoe-y Christmas. A turkey turkey Christmas to you. A turkey turkey Christmas to you. It's Lucy Lucy time. She was a gallop, but she's back again. It's Lucy Lucy time. Her time is running out, and we all know when. Let us make a wish, and may all our wishes come true. A snowy, blowy Christmas, a mistletoe-y Christmas, a Lucy Lucy Christmas to you. A Lucy Lucy Christmas to you.
You can't have Thanksgiving
Great.
without seeing that or hearing that. You have to now go onto YouTube and watch the rest of it because it is genius choreography by the amazing Michael Bennett. Turkey Lurkey from Promises musical. Watch it. Not that we're promoting them because they don't give us any money, but give it up for our first round of Right Act. Everybody come back, unmute yourselves and applaud. Make some really big noise. Give it up for our first round actors and writers.
Yeah.
And give it up for the amazing Taylor, who is talking to everybody on the YouTube. And again, for Helene for being host. A couple of things just we like to always talk about at Intermission. Again, my name isn't at the PGE on Venmo, but if you happen to be on Venmo and you click on at the PGE and happen to accidentally send us $1 million, we will gladly accept it. We are a nonprofit, and officially as of the 15th, we have gotten our official 501c3 as of the 15th. So congratulations to all of the hard work that we've been doing for the last 6 years. So we're super excited to announce that as of today for the first time ever. So yay! And other things that are coming up in terms of meetings, not meeting, I guess they're meetings, things that are coming up that if you might be of interest to you. On December 6th, we have our final conversations between artists, which is things where we bring people together. The last one of the year is always the same topic, and it's Talk to the PGE. So if you want to come and talk to the artistic director, me, and find out more of where we're going for 2022, or if you have questions, that's the thing you can sign up for right on our website. Other thing to talk about is we have three books that are now currently on sale on Amazon.com. Two of them are right in front of me. They're Faces of America and Monologue Book 1, Monologue Book 2. And if you were around on Saturday, you saw some of these brilliant artists do work and read the words for our Face of America monologue number 3, which happened this Saturday. Next Saturday, if you are subscribing to this channel, you will get to see it and you can watch it. But before then, you can also go to Amazon and just buy the book. $2 from every book that is sold does go to the Native American Rights Fund, because that is the charity we are raising money for. And you can go to thepge.com and find out more information about our Face of America Monologue Festival. It was pretty epic and amazing, and the right actors that were in this were amazing, and the writers and the work was amazing. And I'm going to say the word amazing 1,000 times because there's no other descriptives anymore, because those are the only ones. But you can check that out on our website, thepge.com. And I mentioned that I'm mentioning all the things I'm supposed to mention. And yeah, and every Tuesday we do this thing called Playdates at noon. If you need an hour of accountability, you can join us. We do it at Thursday at 7 p.m. as well. Obviously this Thursday we will not be there, but we will be there for the rest of the year. But again, all of this information you can find at, what was it? Yeah, thepge.com. Feel free to check it out. That being said, I'm going to disappear and I'm going to leave Helene and our next writer, who is Luis, and we're going to start part 2.
All right. Yes. Our next presentation is called, is it Medea or Medea? How are you pronouncing
The Medea.
Medea. Is it Luis Alberto Quintero?
Yeah.
Yes, something like that. I'm working on my Spanish.
That's great. It sounds awesome.
Yes. Please tell all of us, what is this about?
Great. So this is a contemporary adaptation of Euripides' Medea.
And it is a mix of, it is a hip opera, which is exactly what that sounds right. Along with the theme of my poetical playwright brethren. It's got that mixed in with Peter Handke's play Offending the Audience. So that's kind of my it's a Greek tragedy, but brought to the modern day. So it's got blood, it's got killing kids, it's got sleeping with underage girls in ancient times, as was the custom, and it kind of makes us realize how gory the classics
In other
really are.
words, it's a timeless play.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd love to bring my actors up on
Please
up
do.
on screen.
Yes, we'd love to meet them all. Hello, actors.
All right.
Hi.
Excellent. So I'll just y'all want to introduce themselves? Go right ahead.
Ladies first.
Aw.
Yes, okay, I'll hop in here. I'm Star Kirkland, and I'm reading for Medea.
I am Alexandra D'Souza, and I'm reading Chorus.
I'm Jason Nadal, and I'm reading Chorus Leader.
And I'm David Sittler, and I'm reading Creon.
Well, Luis, it sounds like you have an amazing cast. I can't wait to hear this, as I'm sure everybody else is excited. So I'm going to disappear and let your artist tell your story.
Awesome. Chorus leader, on you, man.
Y'all want to hear the tragedy of Medea?
Yeah!
Y'all want to hear the tragedy of Medea?
Oh! Yeah! No! Oh! Yeah! Woohoo! We came to see a tragedy!
So y'all the kind of people who enjoy a little tragedy. Well, don't get mad at me when the ending happens unhappily. Rather forgo the laughter. You're so far after the catastrophe. Y'all got tickets to see Greek myths remix of the savagery. So witness my mistress, a demigod in distress. Her thoughts are dark and restless, formidable and reckless. The trauma of a mama leading her toddler to the slaughter, or to cause a father to ponder sleeping with another's daughter. But hold up, because the story only gets harder. So kill your bothers. Drink your fill of these gory waters, because I'm going to take it back even farther, as in far go. Take that to the banks of the Black Sea on the Argo. Or are you not familiar with the Argonauts? A nautical flock sailing through the Gladys Rocks? The Gladys Rocks? That ship crash landed at my lady's docks. That was the key that opened Pandora's box. See, if only the trees fell to set sail from Greece failed to get the golden fleece, then we might be at peace still. For then my lady wouldn't have embraced the fate created when she fell in love with Jason, saved him with assassination. Was it worth it? Of course, it's she who killed the serpent. And now she lives here in Corinth, where she gave birth to her kids. A phenomenal mom, she'd be the one he'd lean on, but he's gone to cheat on her with a teen of crayons. If Jason only stopped chasing glory, honored his matrimony, I'd be orating another story. Because I fear every morning will turn into the day these things will be paid with the single swing of the blade. And I'll consider y'all the coroner, come here to corner her, fill in the reason for the killing of a foreigner. But there's more to her than any person could infer. So I'll take the words that I speak to the curb. I think it's time that we heard from her.
A people of Corinth, you have summoned me here. I lived in your city a couple years to make like the Romans and lend me your ears. They ain't used to a woman not living in fear. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. Or whatever food it is you fools ate. For some of y'all, may be too late. Sometimes I really be thinking like, what the hell are y'all drinking? I'm speaking for the forsaken, for the people easily mistaken, for the foreigners like me who happen to be amiss, taken from my homeland and taken for granted. I gave birth from the seed he and me hadn't planted, and arrogance is chanted, promoted to positions of commandment. But how can I make it this perfectly clear, transparent? If I wasn't here, these kids would be sans parents. I don't think y'all understand it. People love feasting on justice, but that logic is faulty. How can you eat without judgment when your palate's salty? There's the difference for diffidence, self-reserve and indifference, a reputation that I do not deserve. God, that's what's really gets on my nerves. I'm like Pompeii. Ah! I'm about to burst. And apparently, he got no reason to be scared of me. Ask me why.
Why?
Because I'm the cheery ex-wife to be. Well, cheerily clearly ain't the sight you see. I'm always questioning what others are envisioning. It's a trusting thing. I'm constantly considering what my other life could be. Because I keep it real with you and I won't lie. I'm in a place where I feel like I want to die. And I know y'all want to see me alive. But I'm still searching for my reason why. I think about giving. I think about giving. I gave Jason my heart from the very beginning. That's the role for us women in this time and place. Roll the dice, our husbands get loaded and it don't turn out to be fake. Well, if they say the women have the lowest role, I'll look into the eyes of that snake and take my knife from tip to tail, run it back and flip the scales. Call me stern, I'll slit the sails. I'm muckuless, I'm naked, pale. Made my brother unfit for snails. Then hubby went slugging me around. Wound up in this sweet Greek little town. But the slimy bastard was always sleeping around. And so I doubled down, do what's right, raise the kids, raise the wife, be the wife, that's my life. Raise a glass, make him toast, pop the gas, he be asked, shadows the coals, this is war, they trying to battle my soul. No, I won't stay silent with that. Though I might get violent, in fact. I keep trying to cool with truths, personal facts, control the climate like a Zeus thermostat. See, I'm a demigod, twisted with the human primate's emotional intellect. My animalistic characteristics make a furnace that mixes with heaven ballistics if I get thermostat.
Medea, my dear, Creons comes near. Let's listen to what he wants and will remain your confidant.
I'm Creon of Corinth. I'm the king of this land, but we all done know this, so just hear my command. Medea of Colchis with your tears in the sand, if the floodgates bust open, I wouldn't give you a damn. When I first met you, I was open-handed. I offered you a pomegranate. Now I see you took these palms for granted. I'm here to crush the seedy thoughts, your plans. I let you set your roots here in the Corinthian sands. It's true, you were growing on me. Now I find you're a vine to strangle my seed. If he asks me what's the plan that I see, I'm taking an axe to this branch of the family tree. Strip the barking and call the pound up. Tie you and leave you bound up. I wouldn't make me chipper to see you ground up, but I know how to kill weeds that round up. Heard you showing face, asking hints to perhaps the place the marriage is. You think I'd let you scratch my kids for your active itch to instigate some tragic shit? That's a classic bit for a magic witch. My hands fed you, but it's badly bit. My dog's at my table, you're a banished bitch.
Oh!
I said you're a banished bitch. You and your poppies get cracking. I'm sending you all three of you wolves packing, or I'll make you fur coats, my new faction. Hence this imperative preemptive action. See, it's prevention of the damage I know you'd manage to actualize if I didn't exile your lives, because otherwise, you said you'd kill me, my kid, and the daddy of your junior J, and dear little Maddie. I remember how you wanted to be Greek so very badly. Well, we don't do funerals for traitors and aliens. Best I could do is leave you half buried, Mediterranean. But I don't want that. That's why I'm here explaining this, to take you off the waiting list. See, the dock is waiting with your sailing ship, but the thing that's most painful is, when we first met, I offered you a pomegranate and you went and took my palms for granted, but I slapped your sentence on a stone. Now you take my palms for granted.
Good Creon of Corinth, here's all my respect. Like you are children I'm trying to protect. I think your memory's select. And you better than that by your intellect. I never took your pomegranate. So how could I ever take your palm for granted and to come at me so heavy-handed? So why am I thus reprimanded? I think there's been a misunderstanding. It's those old gray men who call me an irritation, say I speak rash, no spells of inflammation. They witch-hunted me my whole life because my immigration. And I've been patient waiting for my papyri from the mailman. And as for Jason, it's true, I hate him. That doesn't mean I must erase him. Since day one, I've never been able to win from your perspective. I was indebted to him, and since I was pregnant with him, I was begging for someone, just be a friend. But they all saw me seedy. Jason said I was needy. No, I was only grieving this new life I'm leading. So I kept home instead. I did all the laundry. I changed all the beds. Someone had to be sure that the children were fed. I thought all that was me, redeeming myself. What I heard was, she's so weird how she keeps to herself. Damn, does she need help? Or need medication? No, it's just my reputation surpasses my peers, and that gets a rise in those who reside high in society's tears. So they hide from me and tremble with fear. Wonder whether I'll storm in, charging the atmosphere, and I'm just here. The only terror I rain on my eyes with tears. The point is, I'm his number 2. I've sharpened up, and so I drew up this conclusion. I'm happy to breathe free of his emotional abuse, and he and your daughter, I wish them both joy. Hope he'll be better father than he was with my boys. Just let me stay here in Corinth. Yeah, I'm mad, but I'm dealing. I got friends on my side helping me through these feelings. I've nothing to hide, nothing planned for revealing. My dome is too fragile to shatter glass ceilings. It's true. And you talked about fruit. That's why I'm here still appealing to.
Your words flow like honey. They stick golden and clear. The tricks you're beholding will disappear like sweet nothings in my ear. If I smoke the pest out of here, and I'll not choke and falter here, because I'm a father first for my fawn, my dear. Medea, you've fallen. Now get to the landing. Are you still misunderstanding? Or are you amiss, not understanding? I mean the rocks, so you can dock. What the fuck your king's commanding?
I swear by the soul of your daughter, I won't be a bother. Why bother with me?
Because to not stop a problem before it got started isn't my type of fathering. Stop the emotional blathering. I'd rather you bottle it up, cast you out to sea.
I've no bridges left. They're all gone. They're coal chips. East coast of the Black Sea's my hometown of Colchis.
I won't let you burn down my city of Corinth. That to me is like a fourth kid. So forthwith depart. Stop jawing your heart. If you gamble, I'll get you alone with the sharks.
Oh, I've done seen Poseidon's sea. And Zeus is used to watching me. You'll mark responsibility.
Yeah, we shall see up on your feet. Get moving, or my soldier's spear will see you through things.
I got the point. Let me be blunt.
Shield me from it. What do you want?
One day, just one day, to prepare the kids away. I don't care for my life. I only long for the night. But my kids deserve more, right? Before the mother sails off on a boat into night.
For the love of a mother, till break of light. If I eye you, then on sight.
I have nothing to incite. My wheel is ash. I'm dosed to fight.
I'll refrain to play the tyrant, I grant it. I'm giving you a bone, but my fist will go to bronze from granite. If you stay here, you'll be stoned.
And that's where we have so far.
Oh, OMG, like 20 exclamation points. Luis, this is amazing. It is incredible. You nailed it. You nailed the story, and you're a lyricist too. It's not just a playwright. I don't know. Do you have somebody for the music yet, or that's gonna come?
I'm in process with talking to a couple people who are producing. So one of the conceits is that because Medea is a demigod, only she gets music. So everybody else will have to do an a cappella rap in order to communicate.
Like all you did. Yes, brilliantly. You were all brilliant.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm just
great work, y'all.
I bow down to all you. No, I can't wait. It's like I'm ready to buy tickets for the show. Let's go. Congratulations, Luis, and actors. Just it was all there. It's great. Thank you.
Great work, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had a little technical difficulty. I got cut off, but thanks for picking up. Thanks for picking up.
That's 2021 for you. Thank you, everybody. So for our 5th show, we have a play excerpt called Celestial Challenge by Raven Petreti. And Raven, where are you? Hi, Raven.
Hi, Helene. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. That was amazing what we just saw.
This whole evening has been amazing, and I know you're going to be amazing. So could you tell us all, what is Celestial Challenge?
Well, it's a light romp about what would happen if a team of angels was reassigned from team do-gooders to team churn out the challenges.
Wow, I love that.
And what would happen if they controlled the climate and our disposition?
Interesting. I wonder if they're here now.
Yep. And the cast is coming up. So we've got
Great, yes.
David Chichi as Bob. We've got Marisol Medina as Louisa, although I don't know where she is. We've got Chris Rothbauer as Avery. We've got Brad Makrowski. If I'm brutalizing anybody's last name, I so apologize, as Don. We've got Starina Johnson as Danielle and Terry Black as Gina.
Excellent. And Marisol is here in the clouds. So
yes.
That's great. Well, I look forward to it. I am going to disappear, and I can't wait to see and hear what these angels are going to do to us.
Celestial Challenge by Raven Petreti Stamper. Time and place, present day, heaven, in Team Do-Gooders Communication Chamber. Note, the angels should be dressed in white and wear Crocs. There is bright white lightning, as if heaven just opened its doors. Everything on the stage should be steeped in light, and angelic harp music plays. We're in the room where the do-gooders send messages to the humans, so there should be communication devices like AirPods in everyone's ears. Everyone is on lunch break.
Another blissful day in paradise.
Sits down to have a sandwich and tries to share.
David, you need to unmute.
Maybe for you.
Buck up, Bob.
We're spreading the joy.
Making the world copacetic and kicking some mad spiritual ass.
He's right. Our latest performance chart is going to make the Celestial One's spirit soar even higher. It's going to be okay.
These bright and cheery mortals don't believe anything can go wrong, and because of that, they are completely bypassing,
Charades!
Ooh, Karate Kid.
Oh.
What? Luisa, it's wax on, wax off?
It's jazz hands.
No. The region we don't speak of.
It's the Celestial One's fault. She got on that socialist kick after Bernie Sanders and decided to let everyone into heaven when they expired.
Yep. If you're going to get upset with numero uno.
So you're saying the cosmic ray we sent didn't create a meteor of positive energy like we've never seen before?
Nope.
Just the big kahuna. Dude, you really need to read your emails.
Yeah, we've been letting everyone into heaven for years.
Well, that's got to stop. Heaven is overcrowded because of this rule. The Celestial One told me she is going to start a lottery to see which angels she'll send you know where.
Don't worry, she'll wave her hand and add on.
That is not going to happen. She has had it, and she thinks it's all our fault, so we've been reassigned. To save our spots, we have to put chaos back in their world, and she is reverting back to the old rules about entry. Only those who have cleansed their souls are allowed in.
It's so much work to screen them, man.
Yeah, you need to go back and talk to her.
Change the Celestial One's mind? The Supreme Being? The one who can send me down to the Beelzebub by sneezing? Not even when you know when freezes over. We are no longer the do-gooders. We are Team Churn Out the Challenges, effective immediately.
That's ridiculous, dude. Won't even fit on the back of a t-shirt.
Well, maybe if we use a small font.
I need someone for common day-to-day issues.
I don't know, man. I'm the one who created the pot like Zen.
How about complicated day-to-day issues? How about chaotic issues for people who do or don't thrive on such challenges?
Oh, they might not be able to cope with all the changes.
Precisely what we're aiming for. They'll be disgruntled and go to...
Limbo. We can all agree that limbo is a nice place to wait while rooms open up somewhere.
So we're going to stretch them to their limits without the tools to self-medicate? That's cruel.
We need to put them in a little old pressure cooker, see if they pop.
Okay, then I propose The Celestial Challenges Hotline, a place people can turn to in their time of need.
Oh, that's a rad idea.
Yeah, they'll think they're talking to humans, but it will really be Team Churn Out Challenge.
Louisa, you're amazing. You can create all sorts of cosmic calamity that way.
Yeah, we need a celestial line.
Working on it. While we're waiting, someone send down a challenge.
Oh, I'm on day-to-day issues. I'll tell all their pets to hide.
And?
Man, okay, no more pot when they don't come out.
That's a nice touch, but we still need a little more.
Okay. For complicated day-to-day issues, I'll make all spouses needy.
Repetitive.
Super needy.
And they probably thought they were before. Brilliant. How about for chaotic issues?
Hurricanes.
Oh, and a countrywide blackout.
Yes.
The phone rings.
Looks like we have our first caller.
You have reached the Celestial Challenges hotline. We'll be with you in a few moments.
What's that?
It's groovy, isn't it? I added a hold line.
Wait, you can't leave people on hold during a crisis?
It's not a crisis. It's a challenge, Louisa.
Putting them through immediately would be like instant gratification?
Exactly. And we don't want that because of...
Oh, Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve.
Adam appears stage left and will be on hold for the duration of this section.
What? Am I on hold? We've curated this playlist just for you in your time of need. Sing the chorus while you wait.
The angels start jamming out. They don't sing the song, but a simple coordinated movement and a few yes, bop bop singing to songs and you don't know sounds will go a long way.
I hate Gloria Gaynor.
He's lying. Who does not like I Will Survive?
High five.
Oh, hello. Thank you for patiently waiting. This is Louisa, your emotional support human. How can I help you on your journey today?
An emotional support human?
We also have emotional support dogs for those that prefer canine companionship. Would you like to discuss the procurement of a furry friend who wants to be your best friend because he doesn't know any better?
That sounds as bad as today, which
There's also a cat, but I can only discuss if you understand that when you drop dead, they will mistake your eyes for food.
No cat.
Great! Now tell me, what major calamity is bringing you down?
This morning there was a hurricane that made up for the last 200 years of no hurricanes. Ferocious winds, fire hydrants pulled up out of the ground, and then a blackout, and I didn't have time to fill the bathtub, and I think the water's out.
We cause and effect.
And my husband, who normally is a little annoying, like requests gourmet dinners or doesn't do anything he's told, well, now he hasn't left my side all day long. He's like a toddler. Honey, you don't need me to go to the bathroom with you. It feels like the end, is it?
Have you seen locusts?
I mean, at this point, maybe. I mean, I think it's hell, but it could be locusts.
Hail!
I'm on it.
I've been focusing on finding my inner for years, but no lotus pose is going to make me smile today. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
Success!
Also, did I tell you that my husband stepped in some poop that I stepped in because he was so close? I mean, what's up with that?
That's tremendous.
What?
It's important to spend quality time with our loved ones.
I mean, I don't even know if it was animal poop because I live in New York City. This is tragic.
It is definitely something, but sometimes that's just how things roll.
That's it?
Sometimes you've just got to accept poo on your shoe as your metaphor of the day. Thank you for calling.
My turn. My turn.
Lights up on Dawn.
I can't believe I'm still on hold, for Christ's sake.
Press 9 for immediate assistance.
I already have 3 times. Still here, you stupid machine.
I heard that.
Oh my God. Is that a human? Well,
No, where'd you go? God damn it!
Thank you for pressing 3. Enjoy a sample from Emotional Rescue by the Stones.
The angels start jamming out. They don't sing the song, but a simple coordinated movement and a few doo-wops. Sing the songs and you don't know sounds will go a long way.
Hello? This is Gina from,
Yeah, CCH.
you gotta help me. Every single day I think, God fucking damn it. I really hate happy people.
That happens. And just to clarify, that's not an issue. Everyone knows you can't solve a problem with a smile.
The happy people make everything seem so easy. But I think life is a competition and the only award is heaven. And we don't even know if that exists. So there's no win. For all we know, the lights turn off, we go to sleep, and we wake up as a bunny eating our dad's highly manicured grass until we're chased off by him and his favorite pitchfork. Well, today, with all the mini apocalypses, people have been scared shitless and miserable. And I'm having strange feelings I've never had before.
Describe them.
I feel light.
Mm-hmm.
And the sides of my lips are curling up.
Oh, no.
I know it's a smile. Someone even called me joyful. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but this feels really good.
Is anyone thinking what I'm thinking?
Change bad juju into good juju on her own.
We have our first new angel in our midst.
Where are you, Gina?
Omaha, Nebraska.
I think there's a hurricane on the way.
It is? It really must be the end of the world.
Quite the contrary. It's just the beginning.
I don't follow.
Why don't you go outside? You'll get to see more people panicking and you'll probably be even happier.
If it'll keep the butterflies in my stomach, they're so tingly. I'm in.
That's great. We'll see you soon. Please connect us to the Celestial One. Celestina, order has been restored, and we have our first angel who's a mixture of smile and spice. We can't wait for you to meet her.
Thank you for holding. Your hold time is approximately 1 day. If you would like for us to possibly call you back, please leave a message.
Hi, this is Don Silver. Yeah, I can be reached at... Wait, did you just hang up on me? You bloody bastard! You jerks! I've been on the phone all day! No, what did I do to deserve this?
We can hear you.
Oh, no.
Stay tuned for It's the End of the World by REM or press 5 to go back to the main menu.
We hear as she presses multiple numbers.
Operator? Operator!
And a presentation.
Wow, that is amazing. Everybody can totally relate to your world that you just created. I think they call that hell. That was yes, we've all been hanging on the phone. But yeah, this could explain why our world has taken a sudden tilt. There's some interesting things going on up there. That was great. That was so imaginative, really wonderful. And applaud to all the actors, the angels and the humans. And I loved your choice of songs. That was great. So thank you. Ed. Anything
Thank
that you
you.
want to add or just
Nope, disappearing.
disappearing? Great work. Oh my goodness, we're getting feedback from heaven. They heard me. Thanks so much, everybody. And now, for our last incredible play excerpt that I actually got to work on in the past, we have the fabulous Ed Levy doing Lucy, Bluebeard's last wife. Ed, please share a little bit about this interesting piece.
Okay, I'm not going to share much because it's pretty
it's
much
okay.
all included in the package. But first, I'll say it's Bluebeard's last wife,
Bluebeard's last
which we use at some point as a joke, but not in this excerpt.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty. It's a 10-minute excerpt from about a half an hour musical, and that's will go to Devlin.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm going to bring out your actors and.
They're going to introduce themselves. Actually, one other thing I want to say is it's a musical. These things that have rhymes in them and sort of have rhythm, they are songs, but in this forum, in this venue, we don't play music. So you won't hear the music.
We'll just hear it in our heads. This is great. I love the fact that you are capping off such a musical night tonight. Yeah, let's go see your actors. Turn their cameras on. Where are you? There they are. So Ed, you can either introduce them or they can introduce
They are
themselves.
going to introduce themselves.
Fabulous.
So Melissa, why don't you go ahead?
Sure. So, hi, I'm Melissa Toomey, and I'm reading Lucy.
I'm David Michael Kirby. I'm reading Bluebeard.
I'm Jade Anderson. I'm playing Anne.
I'm Sarah Matucci. I'm playing Corpse Eve and Townsperson 1.
I'm Kelly Letourneau. I'm playing Corpse Nell and Townsperson 2.
I'm Gaia Vishnar. I'm playing Corpse Tess and Townperson 3.
I'm Anna Paon. I'm playing Corpse Kate.
And I'm Lynn
sorry.
Snyder. I'm playing Lucy's mother and
Yes.
also the peasant.
Yes, I remember Lucy's mother's important, and I'm sorry. It's just exciting. We have a lot of corpses, and they're all powerful. So
yeah, singing corpses. Actually, I have one. I have a content one. It's that this play is about a serial murderer treated comically, but it's also got sexual elements in it too. So it's got everything bad if you want to turn off your camera and shut your eyes.
Okay, so we've been warned, but I know we're going to be entertained. So I'm going to go away for now.
Lucy, Bluebeard's Last Wife is a 35-minute horror comedy musical. Since we're starting this reading from the beginning, there's nothing more you need to know. The curtain opens, 4 bloody corpses hang on the wall.
In 1697, our play's anti-hero, the serial killer Bluebeard, was penned by Charles Perrault. Our play is Lucy's story. We'll tell it from her angle. I'm sorry we look gory, as on our hooks we dangle. I was Eve. His craggy face drew me to his wild embrace. My intestines rot and bleed. In my wounds fat maggots breed. Bluebeard caught me in his net. Now I'm in the corpse quartet.
The patriarchy was in power. Bluebeard was her master. He controlled her every hour. Her life was a disaster. We are going to turn the tables, dispense with undue deference, rewrite violent fables from a woman's frame of reference.
I was Kate, a country lass looking to move up in class. My dear eyeballs on the floor, like to marbles, roll and gore. I ignored his deadly threat. Now I'm in the corpse quartet.
Please accept our apology for clobbering you with ideology.
But it's better than waking up dead.
In a bed?
In old Lord Bluebeard's castle. For that, my dears, is a hassle.
Yes, that's a major hassle.
I was Tess.
And I was Nell.
Until one day, the axe just fell.
He broke our bones.
He broke our hearts.
And now the story proper starts.
The corpse quartet sings backup parts.
Corpses disappear. On stage are townspeople 1, 2, and 3, and a peasant. Bluebeard mounts a dais and watches over the proceedings.
Lord Bluebeard, Lord of Bluebeardsville, you built us a communal mill. The church bells chime and trumpets play. Bluebeard, you'll be wed today.
Signor, you're generous to a fault. You give us pepper, cloves, and salt. There's crisp roast pig on the buffet. Bluebeard, you'll be wed today.
All through the cobbled streets of town, dance in a circle, dance in a line, dance and spin till you fall down. If you're not drunk, then have more wine. Bluebeard raised our grand church spire to shield us sinners from God's ire. Let's find a thief who we can flay. Bluebeard, you'll be wed today.
Town disappears. On stage are Lucy and Anne. Lucy is helping Anne get dressed for her wedding to Bluebeard.
You look so beautiful.
And why are you so sad?
I'm sorry. Is it that obvious?
I know you.
I just can't help thinking this is wrong.
What would you have me do?
Give back the ring. Something's not right. All that glitters is not gold. Bluebeard glitters far too bright. I've seen you lift your eyes to his. It's nothing but a trap. I've seen you return his kiss when you should give his face a slap.
You must accept, if not approve. I've ta'en this vow. I will not move. No matter what you do or say, Lucy, I'll be wed today.
You don't have to do this. Mother and father can keep the leasehold without this filthy bride price Bluebeard is paying for you.
You're overlooking one thing.
What?
I love him.
Oh, take off the blinders. Give back the ring. We don't need his gold. We can make it on our own. I won't have you bought and sold.
It's time for me to go to him.
Lucy and Anne join the wedding revelers.
Bluebeard will rule us like a king. Anne will wear his queenly ring. Sweet Anne will be wed today. Bluebeard will be wed today.
Beneficent, you light our skies. This lordly couple takes the prize. Sweet Anne will be wed today. Bluebeard will be wed today.
Stray dogs bark and donkeys bray. Can't she see his feet of clay?
Bluebeard, we'll be wed today.
Sweet Anne, we'll be wed today.
3 months later, Lucy is feeding chickens in front of her cottage.
You wrote each day the first 2 months. Now it's been 3 weeks. Your letters softly spoke of love. Now how loud this silence speaks. Write back, Anne. Be who you were before. Don't stay inside the castle. Venture out the door. Write back, Anne. Why do you delay? You'll always be my younger sister. Write me back today. Marriage is in prison, is it? Aren't you free to have a friend? At least a letter or a visit? Or is marriage friendship's end? Is a wedding ring made round to keep two people in and to keep all others out? Is wanting more a sin? Write back, Anne. If only just a card. Write back, Anne. Waiting is so hard.
Church bells toll as for a funeral. The townspeople and peasants rush in.
No, no.
Mother, what happened?
It's Anne.
The devil took possession of her.
She jumped off the castle keep.
No.
Well, her body was mangled.
It's suicide.
She can't be buried in sanctified ground.
It can't be true.
Ah, but I assure you it is true.
Did anybody see?
I saw. I saw her arms and legs flailing. She was mating with the devil as she flew through the air.
I don't believe you.
You dare to doubt my word?
Yeah, I know my sister.
You thought you knew her.
She's the one who's always asking questions.
Show us the body.
Heresy! Show you the mangled body of one who was possessed? I buried her myself deep in cursed ground where none would ever find her foul corpse. If you are to keep Anne's bride price, you must give me this one in her place.
And you can't take back her bride price. She is non-returnable. We need that money to keep our leasehold.
She was defective. I don't pay good money for defective goods. Let's go into your hovel. We can make the arrangements there. Be off with you.
All exit, leaving Lucy on stage alone.
Suicide is a sin. What could have possessed her? It's a deed she'd never do, for God especially blessed her. Can't be true. She carefully read the Bible. It was I who taught her. So I know she knew the Lord above has fixed his canon against self-slaughter. It can't be true. They're falling for his lie. They can't see his deception. Even if I have to die, I'll kill their false perception. If only I could get the town to heed me. If only I had some proof or even a clue. If only I had some guiding light to lead me. I could show the town it isn't true. I'll prove that he's to blame. I'll do my level best to put my dear Anne's soul to rest. Welcome, Bluebeard, to the game. Welcome, Bluebeard, to the table. I'll skillfully play every card and hang you by your own petard. Your end will end my fable. I'll do like black widows do. I'll bite my tongue and marry you.
End of scene.
Applause. Ed, you look like the most mild-mannered person, and you've got this wonderful blood and guts and passion, murder and everything in you. That was incredible. I can't wait to hear this piece set to music. It is just amazing. It's wonderful. And like some of the others, it just kind of reminds you that the more things change, the more they stay the same. That some stories, human beings, our feelings, our wants or desires, whether they're good or bad, just that we don't change. And it was really something. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I want to thank my actors so much. It's just wonderful to have people like these acting your words.
Yes,
it's great.
I know, I can see it is, and it really just made it come to life. So it's bravo, everybody. We have reached the end of our evening. Oh my God, actors, writers, everybody
come on back.
on.
Come back, all of the. Unmute yourself and make some noise for the.
Hey, we're glad to be here.
Yes, good job.
Yeah, this was amazing.
Great job, everybody.
Oh,
Give a huge round of applause for Helene, our host tonight.
My debut was a little nerve-wracking, but I wanted to concentrate on having fun and supporting you, and so I hope I at least did that.
You did.
Yeah,
you
you
did.
were awesome.
Thank you. Thanks.
I'm so happy. Again, the work tonight, guys. Writers, actors, viewers. Well, I don't know what you guys were doing, viewers, but all of you guys are amazing. The work was exciting. We hope that this isn't the last time we see this work, and you continue working on it and continue writing it and keep, because you're all geniuses. As we say at the end of every volume, volume 154 is officially closed. If you are out there or even in this room and you're interested in being cast or want to participate in volume 155, that will be on December 13th. And the following writers are presenting. I have to look down at my sheet. Bella Florence will be here back. We love Bella. Lee Lawling will be here for the first time. Lou Johnson from our Voices of America Writers Workshop will be here. M.A. Garner will be here. Pete Casanave and Tim Lorge. So you can go onto our website right now at thepge.com and sign up for volume 155 if you want to participate or at least be considered for participation. Other things to think about is, be good to each other, be kind to each other. It is Thanksgiving, and is the time to not necessarily worry about what Thanksgiving means, but what the people around you mean. And it's about the people and not the stupid holiday that was created. So remember that you are surrounded by love. As we always say at the PGE, The PGE is a home for artists, but it's not the home that you live at all the time. It's the one that you need to come back to when you need to get your laundry done or you need a good meal. Come back. Oh. Exactly. Oh, there it is. Exactly. All of that was the universe telling us that I was 100% right with what I was saying. The PGE is a home for artists where you can come and you can meet and be surrounded by whatever you need us. So please come back again and again to the Playground Experiment. If you're watching on YouTube and you're loving what you're seeing, again, check out all the other stuff that we do, or send us funds to help do more stuff. Be on the lookout for exciting news about our holiday party, which will be a mix possibly of live and virtual. We're working on it, and all of that sort of stuff. I'm going to ask my actors again and writers to unmute yourself and say goodbye to the universe of YouTube.
Goodbye, universe.